Hey everyone, my name is Katrina Potter, and in this video, I'm going to talk about emotions in the body and how that works. We're going to dive into this in the cleanse in some of the coaching calls, but I want to talk about how emotions work. So we typically, as a society, try to manage our emotions. We try to talk ourselves out of it. We try to shove down those emotions. In my belief system, in training behind emotions, emotions hold an energetic value. So if we think about when we are stressed, the energetic experience that we have is usually tightness in the shoulders. If we are nervous, that's usually an energetic experience in the stomach. Now, our emotional response is something that we've been trained to have from childhood. Our caregivers, whether they approved of the emotion or not, gave us permission to experience the emotion or not. And if we didn't experience the emotion, then that emotion became shoved down into our body. Now, these emotions also curated our belief systems about our reality. So, experiences that we've had, emotions that we were told we can have or can't have, all of that comes together and creates our mindset, creates our beliefs about how our world operates. And all of these emotional energy or the emotional energetic experience, the belief systems that we've been taught, that is all what goes into autopilot in our day to day. It takes someone sometimes being in the passenger seat and smacking us a little bit to realize we're in autopilot, and these belief systems that maybe are no longer serving us, or these emotions that are suppressed down, maybe are no longer serving us any longer. So one of the things that I've been trained in as a certified integrative holistic life coach is pulling out those emotions and diving in. So we're going to get a little curious with our emotions, especially in the cleanse coaching calls, but we're going to talk about that a little bit. Now, pause that right there. The other thing that I have been trained in is something called emotion code. And this was something done by Dr. Bradley Nelson. You can Google him, and it goes along with quantum physics. So the principles within emotion code is that every emotion has an energetic experience. Just as I was sharing, we have the tension in different areas. And through this belief system with emotions is the belief that when we have enough compacted, suppressed, or he calls it emotional baggage to any specific area, it can create a physical response. So if I have enough trapped emotions or enough trapped emotional energetic baggage in my lower back, I'm likely to create back issues. If I have enough in my throat, I'm likely to create thyroid issues or neck issues. If I have enough in my stomach, I'm likely to create physical stomach issues. And so the whole concept behind the emotion code is pulling out what are the emotional energetic experiences that have been trapped in the body. Now, there is an emotion code chart. You can pull it up right in their cleanse guide. And in this chart, it shows you the different organs that are responsible for processing or not processing certain emotions. And it just, yes, there are full-blown emotion code sessions where you can actually test it, but just in looking at this emotion code chart, you can maybe start to dig into, okay, what are some emotions that my body is not experiencing or not expressing or not emoting, working through, that maybe I can put some intention behind and start working on shifting that. So our emotional response, as I said, is something that has been crafted since we were in utero, actually, and is something that we can pull ourselves out of autopilot and start paying attention to. So this is also looking at the limiting belief system. So our beliefs create our emotions around things. So if I have a belief that I have to do everything by myself, now my emotional experience attached to or associated to that is going to be struggle, is going to be hard work, is going to be grit and grind. So you can see how that one belief system has crafted all of this stress in the body. So in the coaching calls, we're going to start pulling apart these different beliefs that we have and see if they serve us. Because ideally, what we want to do is get ourselves out of autopilot and into awareness, into intentionally living, into paying attention to these belief systems so we can decide, does this belief system serve me, or is there maybe a new belief system that we can shift and start shifting our thoughts into? So for this video, just start thinking about it. Think about the beliefs that maybe you have. You can go through the cleanse guide and start looking at those limiting beliefs. Look at the emotion code chart and just start looking at, okay, what ones may be relevant for me, and just see what comes up, because awareness is the first step to start making shifts. But the thought process behind all of this is the more that we get ourselves out of autopilot, the more that we can become aware of our beliefs, the more that we can shift the stress levels in our body and get into more proactive health and proactive living, which is another video that you'll be able to watch. But that's the intention behind this, is just to unveil this thought process and start to pay attention to belief systems and emotions in the body and what might be going on within your own body, so that you can be your own advocate for health and you can start getting into that informed self-care even further. Have a good day.